Your own self is your ultimate teacher. The outer teacher is merely a milestone. It is only your inner teacher that will walk with you to the goal, for he is the goal.
कल्पनेची होती आहे कल्पना निरर्थक आहे आता आकाश ज्याच्या पापडीचा प्रकाश आहे पापडी उघडल्यानंतर आकाश निर्माण होते मग तो कसा आहे ब्रह्मांड प्रलयाने ज्याला स्पर्श केला नाही तो आया ब्रह्मांड प्रलयाने सुद्धा ज्याला स्पर्श सुद्धा करू शकला नाही तो आया होय म्हणत नाही मग तुम्ही ओळखत नाही किंवा जाणत नाही म्हणजे तो नाही म्हणणार
He says,
भले तुम्ही ओळखत तुम्हाला कळत नाही
your argument leads to finally this, that you are not able to frame any concept to grasp it. Therefore you feel helpless. That's the only thing. You want to catch it by concept. You want to frame certain words and say, here it is. There you fail because you are bound to fail. He says, my state is such, that ultimate state. You cannot describe it. But it always prevails of the universes.
I'd like to take a few minutes to introduce you to one of the great repositories of wisdom in modern times, Nisargadatta Maharaj. Nisargadatta lived in Bombay, India, but his outlook was universal. He led the modest life of a shopkeeper to provide for his family's needs, and saw only consciousness, God, or the self in all beings. Free from any outward expression of traditional or religious practices, he simply lived in an awareness that is an undivided whole. His appearance was unassuming, and his modest way of life was a great example of authentic non-duality in expression. And the extraordinary aspects of his life really lie in the very ordinary way he lived and worked in the tenements of Bombay. It's to these busy back lanes that earnest seekers of truth traveled from all over the world, simply to hear his words and ask him questions relating to their own quest for self-knowledge. Maharaj's message was always the same. You exist as the pure awareness, the supreme principle beyond mind and body. Abide as that. And while he guided those who turned to him through words, it was the sheer authentic experience of living in the consciousness beyond body and mind that empowered his words and awoke the recognition of truth in the hearts and minds of those who listened to him. Nisargadatta always spoke from his own direct experience, hammering away at visitors' conceptions and intellectual understandings of truth and freedom, teaching that one is already free and has never been bound. By turning within, one will see that the mind is a collection of thoughts, simply a shadow on the screen of consciousness. Maharaj's was an intense look that pierced into the very depths of the soul, yet infinitely compassionate to those who desired to wake up from the dream of ignorance. Again and again, Nisargadatta Maharaj asks those who seek to find the seeker and discover their real nature. Join me as we learn about the only journey worth taking, the journey of self-discovery.